What's up, disc golf lovers? Birdie Banana here, coming to you with a Zone Battle Pack review. This will be my opinion. You guys should get them, try them out for yourself. But I thought it sounds like a fun idea, so I decided to pick some up myself. I want to showcase it here and let you guys see the flights of them, or what I'm able to make them fly as. All right, so I want to give you my very first look. I still got it in. I have not looked at these. I haven't seen them other than the videos that I've watched. So let's open it up and see what we're working with. Wouldn't that be funny if I stabbed right through the flight plate? Okay, green, purple. No idea which one's which yet. Okay. All right, we don't need sharp objects anymore. All right, so right away, feeling the little thumb track on the banger. Feels like, you know, backhand. Backhand feels good, like everything that I've heard people talk about in reviews. The forehand, yeah, with that little bubble there. I don't know, I'll have to test that out. I'm not sure how I'm gonna like the forehand on this. With the ringer backhand, I mean, honestly, that little track there, depending upon where you like to place your thumb for your backhand, if you hold the way out, if you hold it in, it actually feels kind of nice. And then with the flick forehand, there's no obstruction. It's really just that thumb on the top. This one feels more like a regular zone. So with the regular zone, obviously it's smooth, no groove, no thumb track. You know, the difference between these two, not too much. Although what I notice, wow, this feels thicker. Let's see if I can get this. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, so I noticed that in my feel. The ringer feels taller. Huh. I wonder if I will like the way that feels. You know, and the banger actually feels like it's more like the regular thickness. You know, I might like the flick on this. It's a little weird, but it's not weird enough. So let's get out here, throw some throws. All right, so one thing I want to do that I've noticed other reviewers haven't done is they leave this sticker on the bottom. Per PDGA rules, you can't have a sticker on your disc. I don't know if it's heavy enough to actually change the way it flies, but still want to vote. So there's the ringer. But anyway, so the sticker, I don't know if it's enough to affect the flight, but just in case it is, I want to feel the way it flies without the sticker on there. And then so now when I'm done playing, I can still vote. I know this came off the banger, this came off the ringer. I'll still put my vote in for whatever one I like best. But yeah, so stickers, PDGA rules say no stickers on your disc. So I took mine off just to see if that changes anything. So I'm out here. This is hole 1, Silverview Disc Golf Course in Mounds View, Minnesota. It's a heavily wooded, like kind of a pitch and putt style course. I think was, you know, where zones are going to be greatly used. There's a lot of these more touch shots. That's why I chose this course. It's a little 9-horse track. If you're ever in the area, come check it out because it's absolutely fantastic. All right, so we got lots of ways to play this hole. You can go forehand or backhand, just straight up the gut. Absolutely fantastic option. We got the forehand or backhand, which would just be a hyzer with the forehand, or more of a turnover flex with the backhand. I think for both of them, I'm just going to go straight up the gut. Let's see if I can do it. Ringer is yellow. I called it green earlier. The ringer is yellow. The banger is purple. So first thoughts, they flew exactly how I expected them to. Like I said, the ringer feels just like a traditional zone with just kind of like an added groove in it. Throwing the banger on a flick felt different because of the groove that's in there, but to be completely honest, it actually felt really good. So I'm not out here to review how it putts. This is just going to be for drives, but ringer's there, basket's there, banger's there, probably 28 feet. So, you know, based off of how they flew, this is where I expected them to be, you know. So far, loving it. So this is hole 2, really short hole, could almost go standstill. I will do a run up. The basket is right behind these groups of trees, probably 160 to 180 feet out. Same thing, you could go forehand around or a turnover, backhand turnover. Backhand just kind of straight at it with that late fade to the basket for the ace chance. You're really good with the forehand flex, I guess it's there, but there is a guardian tree. The basket's literally behind the curved tree here, so it's like really close to it. It's a hard get for the ace. Let's try backhand. So one thing I noticed is like trying to fan grip the banger. Depending upon how you do your fan grip, it's kind of weird. I think this is the way that feels best, fan grip for me, or just go with power grip always. I'm gonna do this fan grip. Kind of hoping for a little more stability there, but honestly I like the way that flew. We'll go fan grip as well on the ringer. Try to do the same thing. Low. I want to try out the forehand line on this hole. Little high, but that's 18 feet out. This is an ace run hole. Who cares if you're close? If it's not in, it's not good. Get down. Oh! So you seen it cross right in front of that curved tree. It was a little high, but 5 feet deeper. 2 feet lower, that was money. All right, so I've thrown them forehand and backhand. I gotta be honest, I'm really liking the banger for both. I don't mind that little thumb groove, the dish. I don't mind that. The way you hold your fingers, it's totally fine to me. They're both great discs though, they really are. It's a tough one. Basket, banger, ringer went long because it was a better ace run chance. Hole 3, this is definitely going to be a backhand line. You see the garbage can on the right there? Basket is probably 20 feet past that, but then 40 feet to the left. I don't know if you can see through the woods. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's a nice little late fade, which I think this is what these things are made for. Banger. Power grip this time. Hoping to just release it flat and let the disc do the work. Hit one of the guardian trees, but realistically, I want to be past that before fading in. Yeah, I favored that one out wider. Went deep, but that's inside the circle. All right, so as you can see, there's the garbage can. I lied about it being 20 feet past. It was directly left of it. This was the guardian tree I hit with the banger. So you just missed that. It would have been right up there. So bang, bang. Ringer just absolutely parked. It's like 6 feet. Hole 4, 262 feet, just laser beam straight. These are not the discs I would choose for this throw, but they're what I got, so we're gonna do it. Gotta go forehand flex. Start off with a banger. Lots of wobble, but that's user error, not the darts. What I'm noticing is it's surprisingly less stable than I was expecting. I'm gonna try something. Do the ringer next. I didn't like the sound of that. All right, 6 claw zone. I just want to see if there is a difference in stability. I don't think there's much difference. I think they honestly fly exactly the same. So that's kind of cool. So it's just about, do you like the feel of the ring for the thumb grip, or the groove on the banger for the thumb grip? Interesting. All right, so my drives weren't the greatest on this hole, but that's perfectly fine because now one of the fairway went off, and now it's like a legitimate upshot, and that's where these discs are going to shine the most, is they're going to be your upshot disc. Let's give them a go. Let's see if I can do anything. Good up, just not a great run. I'm sure the audio sucked for that when I was super far away. 05, 214 feet, dog leg right. This is an absolute forehand hole. Dream for these discs. Let's get it with the banger. I'm not looking to ace this one. Honestly, I'd love to just be inside the bullseye. Little inside, but there's a line there for it, so I think it'll turn out pretty good. Let's get a little more height with this one. A little more. Watch out to sky it. Oh, yes. Skip over it. Alright, so the banger kind of came into this early side. Which, like I say, there's a line here for it. Finished up right by this tree. I don't know, 22 footer. Ringer parked. Now again, with that, I would not say that the ringer was the better disc. I just threw it better. I gave it more height, trusted it out wider, lighter finish. That's the Archer, not the arrows. Hole 6, 200 feet, dog leg right. It's a really C-shaped hole with a late tail in the back. We're gonna go with a forced turnover backhand play. As always, starting with the banger. Not good. Let's give you a look at how this hole is off this tee pad. So as you can see, it's a really sharp dog leg. And honestly, the play to the right of that big tree, forehand with the late turn, is definitely there. I wanted to throw the forced Anheuser backhand just to see. That's my preferred play with my full-time bag. But I wanted to see if I could get these bad boys there. As you can see, basket there, that here. Although I hit that tree like 40 feet up. So it's not the play. And then banger, honestly, flew super far. I was kind of surprised by that. It's like it just had a lot of glide on it, which is probably from the headwind. All right, you notice the theme on this 3-hole stretch is we had that C-shaped dog leg right. This is another C-shaped dog leg right. Basket's over this way. I went backhand flex. That would be considered a backhand turnover, like a forced turnover, not a flex. Because I didn't want it to flex out. I just wanted to stay on turn. But point of that is this guy, I'm gonna do the forehand probably on a lot of hyzer. We'll always start out with the banger because I'm really liking the way this one feels. Oh, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's a garbage can back there. And although it's like circle's edge, I'm happy getting there. That was awesome. Twice or its luck. You won't ever know that happened. You won't know that happened either. Alright, ringer, definitely first try. I didn't restart more than once. So, if anybody's even watching this right now, I absolutely appreciate you. The fact that you're this far along and you're watching my form and you're like, this dude absolutely sucks. You would be 100% correct. A forehand is not the game that I have. I don't have that play. It's something that I need to work on. And hopefully I progress from it and continue to get better. So I appreciate you being this far along in the video. You know, by all means, post a comment on which one you like. If you've tried them, you know, leave a comment on, you know, if you trying them and how they felt. Talk about, you know, what you think maybe pros and cons. Everybody's feel is different. Forehand, so it's all personal preference out here on the disc golf course. Everybody has their own unique talent and their own unique skill set, and their body works in a very specific way. So it's developing your skill, your technique. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. All right, we're here at hole 8. We're next to the road, so you got all that lovely road noise. It is a 242-foot dogleg right. Most people's preferred play is definitely going to be that forehand. I'm stubborn and I'm going to try the backhand forced again. See if I can't make it work. Bangers up. Oh. I hope you see that tree kick, because when you see where that disc finished, it was not going to be where it's at all. That was some tree love for sure. Yeah, get right though. Still needs to be way more right. All right, coming up, so basket's there, banger's there. Now again, I have that absolutely lovely tree direction. So this is a generous lie by all means. And then the ringer finished here, which was more of a true flight. I got that full turn out of it that it was going to allow me to do. And it finished probably middle of circle 2. Honestly, good flights out of both of them. The first one was just more of a early release, or, you know, a misfire, you could say. But man, these things are flying so great. I love them. I love them both. Well, I got one more hole here, and then I'll let you know my honest opinion. And we'll just no cut, jump right into it. We got hole 9, 250 feet. Kind of a slight turnover line, and that is definitely going to be the play. Backhand turnover, maybe with a little flex and finish left fairway, because that'll be better than being off to the right. I know it gets kind of jaily down there. Let's see what you guys see. Do you see the tee pad? All right, let's see what we can do. Bangers up first. Oh, fought out of it. It wasn't the best angle, and it fought out of it pretty quickly though. Hit the middle trees, that's fine. I can't ask for too much more. All right, so the banger and the ringer actually ended up in very similar spots. The ringer hit this tree, kick left, but as you can see, if I didn't hit that tree, I was heading right at the basket. The ringer was a pull of a shot. Let's go from the banger position, but I'm gonna throw them both. So I'm gonna have to step out and do probably a kneeling flick. I think that's gonna be the best method. Literally every bit of power that I had. Yeah, don't end up over there. All right, so 9-hole review. We got the banger, we got the ringer. Let's start with, would I bag these? And the answer to that is yes to both. You know, the biggest thing is there really wasn't a difference in the flights. So they fly very, very similar to a stock run ESP zone. That 6 claw ESP zone that I got. Sorry, there's a stick here, I'm gonna break it. They already fly very similar to that. So now what's in question is, how does it feel? Disc golf, a big thing about, like, when you go and you buy a disc, how does it feel in your hand? I mean, there's so many molds, makes, models, speeds, stabilities, that if you are trying to find something that it works for you, buy what feels good. I mean, obviously it's also important that it flies good for you, but get something that feels good. There are so many different styles of the same Frisbees. I mean, these are zones. They are literally trying to rebuild the zone, which is already a great disc. And if you go across all the brands, there are so many. The Tactic, or like my go-to is Razor Claw 3 in Discraft. Nope, that's Discmania. I think it's called the Toro. I think Innova has the Toro, which is like basically a zone clone. There's so many different ones out there. So how does it feel? That is what's in question. They both feel good. The ringer does have that little track there versus like an ESP standard flat zone. You know, that does hold your thumb for that flick. That flick feels good. Backhand feels good. Same thing with the banger. You know, I just, it makes me put my thumb there, and I don't mind it. You know, I don't mind putting my thumb in that track. When it comes to the forehand, sure, like my thumb is in the track. That's awesome. But then you can see, like, my thumb's in the track, my pointer finger is on the bubble, because now the bubble's on this side. So boom, stacked grip, it's on that bubble. I don't hate that. I really don't hate that. I actually think it feels good. And so with that being said, I got to vote for one. And it definitely is the popular vote, but I am going banger. Reasons are, it's unique, it's different, and it feels good. Yeah, sure, the ringer is still different, but it's not different enough. You know, I like the idea of this concept. It's such a cool idea. So this is going to be my vote. I say if you haven't picked up a pack, do so. You got what, a month and a half left to do, for them to be available, and then the voting is going to happen, and then only one will be in production. So if you don't get your hands on these, you will only be able to buy one of them. Here I will always have both of them. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'll catch you on the next fairway.